My science teachers was like, I guess mad. He told me to just give up and not try and not come back to school.
And I was 17 and I was going to high school for the first time.
Because I didn't feel supported enough.
Why I left school? Well, my situation is a little different.
I hated school because I would go to each class. Each class had about 35 students.
Being fresh out of DYS, I got targeted, not by teachers, but police, outside the school.
I wasn't personally targeted, but I've seen my peers many times be targeted by the principal, the security. There was times when you just walk into school and they're having a security check.
Outside the school, as being some sort of gang member. So my mom wasn't really focused on school. I used to be like, damn, getting harassed every day doesn't make me want to be in school.
The fact that they just put me in special needs classes because they thought I was retarded and that I didn't learn anything.
Started when I was younger. I was a hyper kid. I had ADHD, and I was always troubled because of stuff that happened to me when I was a kid. So I was always getting in trouble and stuff, and I just got labeled as that kid that always did, was the bad kid. So every time something happens, I would get blamed for it, even if I didn't do it. So eventually I said, screw it, I'm gonna do what I want.
I could be surrounded by Latinos and they take the Latinos around me and just let me walk right through. Not even search me, not even question me, it just give me a, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing good, okay. And that's it.
I wasn't used to coming to school seeing uniform cops there, metal detectors. The worst thing during MCAS, a kid dropped a gun and it went off in school. That made the news and stuff, and that was kind of big at the time. And like I said, there's a lot of drug dealing and gambling, rolling dice in the school, so stuff like that.
Walk right to the bus stop while I'm standing there. 3 dudes appear in front of me, ask me yo, get the money. I'm like, what money? I just got here. My mentality, to be quite honest, was kill or be killed. So I was like, no. So I'm like, nope. My English wasn't perfect. I was not perfect, to be quite honest with you, because I took matter into my own hand. I decided to defend myself because I felt like I was still on school property, and the school police right there didn't do anything about it. So, I got into some altercation. So we was arguing about it. So I took my wallet and put it in my pocket. We pulled out some knives. We started fighting. I didn't know I got stabbed. We fought. We went into the middle of the street and it ended up that we were on the soccer field. It was like a good 15-minute crowd just running after me from the side to another side because I was alone. So when I got to the soccer field, I closed the fence. I was in the middle. And then that's when I pulled out because I had my book bag stashed in the garage. So I pulled out some knives out of the bag. I'm like, what's up? So everybody started backing up. I heard the Boston police, and I saw the stadies coming through. So I just hopped over the fence, got to Green Street. When I got to Green Street, I'm like, oh, I'm sweating. Took off my shirt. I just collapsed, woke up in BMC, cuffed up. And then that's how the whole drama of me not being able to finish school started.
Nobody never really questioned or, they never seeked other alternatives, nor did they tell me before the ending of the year, before I was supposed to graduate, we can do this and this.
It wasn't all the teachers, it was just this one teacher who every day had something new to say, and every day made me feel like crap.
For me and for a couple of other students that I know who attended my old school, we dream big. We have a lot of dreams that we want to do when we get older, and my school wasn't supportive of that. They told us that we would, it would be better for us to attend a community college.
Next year, I ended up having surgery. And so from surgery, I really needed a lot of support coming back. And during the time I left, and that support, I honestly didn't feel like I was given. Like that whole time that my mom asked for a tutor, called for a tutor, even went to the office, we didn't receive anything.
Because I had a situation with a boy that I was dealing with, and he went to my school. And it was like, when I felt uncomfortable or whatever, being in class at certain times or whatever, it's like, they weren't supportive about it. They were just like, oh, whatever, just leave.
Kind of, yeah. I'd show up to like certain classes and then be like, I'd just go inside and they'd be like, oh, like you haven't came in like a month. Like, why did you all of a sudden show up? And they'll put you on the spot in front of like the whole class and try to make you feel stupid and less like than what you're worth. And they would tell you, I don't know, like it just, they put you down, and I didn't like that. I feel like I just walk out of class like after that. And I'm not gonna sit there in front of the whole class making fun of me, you got me?
I left school because it wasn't really for me. It was hard for me to keep going and going if I didn't feel like what I was doing there was important to me. I realized how important school is to everyone, but not everything they teach is exactly what I want to do in life.
They just passed me pretty much, because senior year I had like 30 something plus days absent, more than what you're supposed to for automatic failure. And the principal sat me down and like paired it together in like one long sick day, like a couple of them. And then it was like, here, you got enough days underneath that you're gonna graduate.
Anything at all. The reading that I do right now, I taught myself that. Because I was so far behind that, that's what that was, yeah, rushed, okay, oh yes, I was rushed out, or whatever they call it, On a system where you just keep moving along, especially the 1940s and 30s, that's when blacks really started going to school. So when we got in there, it was a lot of things going on that was still not set up the proper way yet. So a lot of people, got to fall back. So a lot of people lost out. It was almost like they was only looking out for the ones with the bright eyes that can really see everything and they can really do everything. But the ones that didn't have the bright eyes was a little bit unlucky. It was a little unlucky, so they wouldn't ask for help, so they was left out.
That's honestly one thing that the system flawed in. We have such a traditional system where it's set around one group of students, of individuals, and we teach them as if the one group is one person.
Because, everybody makes mistakes, you can't really judge somebody from whatever they did in the past, some people really want to change, so.
They should be given a second chance because, if they know of that second chance, they ain't gonna be a third.
Students should get a second chance because I think everybody deserves a second chance. When you screw up your first time, you don't really know what you're doing. You haven't did it yet, so you would learn from that, and your second chance would be an opportunity for you to do better than you did the first time.
Positively, it's like, okay, well, you want me to do bad, I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm going to show you that I can get my GED, that I can become someone and not be a drug dealer or whatever you want to call me.
It's a positive thing because at the end of the day, I found a program that works for me, YouthBuild. It's helping me out with financial issues and issues in like real world. Like they help me how to look for a job, work on houses, stuff like that. Real things that you need in real life.
And I wouldn't want to say like I speak for like a lot of people, but I know I can say if there was no alternative education, people would just be going crazy. Like
I had to come to this school, and it's changed my life for the better ever since. So that's the positive that came out of it. I got a couple of awards, and since coming to Youthful Justice Star, certificates of good attendance and stuff, and I'm working on my portfolio. God willing, I'm gonna finish up my portfolio and get my diploma soon, in a couple of months maybe.
Yeah. People need futures inside the world, and without programs like this, then what other hope is there for other people? Because as young people, we are the future of the world. So without programs like Youth Build and GED programs, how those young people that gave up in high school supposed to make it in life?